Hello everyone, welcome to class. Today we have a 30-ish minute creative vinyasa flow. It's a feel-good practice. We will kind of hit every single aspect of the body and building some heart rate, and we'll have fun. And we do not require any props for the practice, but we do have a half moon transition, and if you are used to having a block for your half moon, have it handy. But other than that, you don't need any props for the practice. And as always, listen to your own body and how you feel during the practice and tailor the vinyasa for your requirement. Please do consider subscribing to my channel. Your support is extremely appreciated, and I'll see you on the mat. We'll be starting our practice at the top of the mat. We'll be jumping right into it, so the pace will pick up quite quickly. Begin your practice with your feet hip distance or slightly wider than hip distance apart. Tuck your tailbone, engage your lower ab. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, bring your heels off the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your palms on the mat, step back into your plank pose and flow through your chaturanga. This will be your first chaturanga. You can bring your knees down on the mat, and you can swap your upward facing dog for a cobra. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. A breath here. Bend your knees, look towards the front. You can either hop or walk towards your palms. Halfway lift, fold forward. Sweep your arms all the way back up, coming back into your Tadasana. Next breath, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, bring your heels off the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your arms alongside your ears, sit back into your chair pose. Engage your core. Shift your weight onto your left foot, lift your right foot off the mat. Keep your knees in line with each other. Hold here for 2 breaths. Swap sides. Right foot comes down on the mat, lift your left and keep your knees in line with each other. Back down on the mat, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back into your plank. Bend your knees and bring your hips back towards your heel, and as you exhale, push back into your plank, flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, all the way back, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend at your knees, look towards the top edge of the mat, hop or walk towards your palms. Halfway lift, fold forward. Sweep your arms all the way back up, Tadasana. Next, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, heels off the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, sit back into your chair. Shift your weight onto your left foot, lift your right leg off the mat. Hold for a breath. Suck your right knee into your chest, lift up through your hips, one-legged Tadasana. Float into your warrior 3. Come back into one-legged Tadasana. Open your right knee towards the side of the mat. Lift through your hips. Bring your right heel on the inside of your left inner thigh. Your hands can meet over your head. You can either stay here or you can lean towards the bent leg. Keep pushing your left inner thigh towards your right heel and engage your core, suck your belly in, squeeze your glutes. Come back to center, back to one-legged Tadasana. Transition through your warrior 3. Step back into low lunge. Left foot meets the right, coming into your full plank. Lift your hips back up. Look towards your palms. Squeeze your elbows together. Bring both your forearms down on the mat. Dolphin. Work towards bringing your heels down towards the mat. Lift your right leg up, three-legged dolphin. Switch sides, left leg up. Back to your dolphin. Play with lifting both your elbows off the mat, shifting into plank, articulating your spine, flowing through your chaturanga. Come all the way back. Downward facing dog. Look towards the top. Bend at your knees. Hop to your palms. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Come all the way back up. Tadasana. Inhale. Sweep your arms all the way up. Lift your heels off the mat. Exhale. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Sit into your chair. Lift your left foot off the mat. Your weight is on your right. Suck your left knee into your chest. Grow tall from your torso. One-legged Tadasana. Float into Warrior 3. Engaging your core. Squaring your hips down towards the mat. Back to your one-legged Tadasana. Left knee into your chest. Open your left knee towards the side. Bring your left heel on the inside of your right inner thigh. Bring your palms to touch over your head. Either stay here or lean towards your bent leg. Keep rotating your right shoulder out. Don't sink into your chest. Grow tall and breathe through your right side body. Come back to neutral spine. Back to one-legged Tadasana. Flow back through your Warrior 3. Step back, low lunge. Full plank. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips up. Three-legged dog. Look towards your palms. Squeeze your elbows together. Plant your forearms down on the mat. Dolphin. Lift your left leg up. Three-legged dolphin. Switch sides. Right leg up. Back to your dolphin. Press through your palms. Lift both your elbows off the mat. Articulate your spine. Shift forward through your full plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. All the way back. Downward facing dog. Bend at your knees. Hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Come all the way back up to one-legged Tadasana. Squeeze your glutes. Engage your core. Lift your heels off the mat. Arms come over your head. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Sit back into your chair pose. Arms come alongside your ears. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Fold forward. Work your palm to be directly over your shoulders. Back to your chair pose. Bring your right foot off the mat. Balance on your left. Suck your right knee into your chest. One-legged Tadasana. Flow through Warrior 3. Back foot comes down on the mat, followed by your back knee. Untuck your toes. Arms come alongside your ears. Shark fin arms. Bring your palms to the in between your shoulder blades. Open your chest up towards the sky. You keep pushing your hips down towards the mat. Shift your weight back. Release your hands. Extend your left leg. Flex your left foot. Hinge from your hips. Fold into half splits. Keep the back of your neck long. Come back into low lunge. Palms come to your chest. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Open your chest. Take a twist. Keep your twist going. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Extend both your arms. Come into a high lunge active twist. Reverse your twist by bringing your left palm on the outside of your right thigh. Right hand extends alongside your ears. From here, cartwheel your arms, pivot on your back foot, extend your left leg, flex your left foot towards the sky, sit into Skandasana towards the back edge of the mat. You can take a bind to deepen your shoulder opening. Release your bind back to your Skandasana. Roll onto the toes of your back foot. Turn towards the back edge of the mat. Bring your left forearm down. Extend your right hand towards the sky. You can heel toe your right foot towards the edge of the mat to make more space. Bring both forearms down. Deep lizard lunge. Back leg is active. Your knee is pushing away from the mat. Continue to stay in your lizard lunge or bring your left forearm parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bring your back knee down, bend at your knee. Try to reach for your back foot. You can continue to stay here. Keep rotating your top shoulder up towards the sky, and if you already feel a quad stretch, stay there or keep pulling your back heel towards your glutes. A deep quad stretch. Release back into your low lizard lunge, back into your Skandasana, left foot flexed, pointing towards the sky. Plant your left foot down on the mat, shift your hips towards the left edge of the left heel, open up warrior two. You can break that transition down. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. If you want to add an extra challenge into this, you can lift your left heel off the mat. Bring your left hand on the inside of your left leg, right hand towards the sky, side angle. You can play towards bringing your right hand over your ear. Press through the ball mount of your left foot, transition into triangle. Reverse your triangle. Come back, warrior two. We'll be transitioning through half moon here. So if you're using a block for your half moon, bring it a few inches in front of your left foot. Come back into warrior two. Bring your right hand over your hip. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Bring your left hand a few inches in front of your left foot or on the block. Float your back foot off the mat. Flex your right leg. Squeeze your glutes and work towards stacking the hips. Back to warrior two. Bring your right forearm on the inside of your left leg and open into your twist kind of transition. Stack your hips, stack both your feet, open up side plank. Bring your right forearm down on the mat, coming into a forearm plank. Hips come down, open your chest through your arms, coming into a sphinx. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes, palms to the corners of the mat and lift your elbows off, deepening your back bend. Back to your sphinx. Bring your chest all the way down. You can move your block if it's in your face. Arms come alongside your body. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes. The legs are active. Next exhale, lift your legs off the mat, hands off the mat, coming into a locust. Take 3 breaths. Release down. Palms come next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the mat and push yourself up into a full plank. Shift your hips back, downward facing dog. Bend at your knees, look towards the front of the mat, hop towards your palms, halfway lift, fold forward. Sit into your chair, bring your hands alongside your ears. Interlace your fingers behind your back, open your chest up towards the sky and fold forward again. Work your pinky fingers over your shoulders. Sit back into your chair, releasing your hands. Weight shifts onto your right foot. Lift your left foot off the mat, balance. Suck your left knee into your chest, one-legged asana. Float your left leg back into warrior 3. Plant your left foot behind, followed by your left knee. Arms come alongside your ears. Sink your hips down. Shark fin arms. Bring your palms in between your shoulder blades. Open your chest up towards the sky. Release your hands, shift your hips back, extend your right leg, flex your right foot, fold into your half splits. Keep the back of your neck long. Back into your low lunge, bring the palms to your chest, hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee, take a twist. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, keeping your twist going. Extend both your hands, active high lunge twist. Reverse your twist by bringing your right palm on the outside of your left foot. Extend your left hand alongside your ears. Release back into your active twist. Cartwheel your arms, pivot on your back foot and extend your right leg, right foot flexed. Hips come down towards your left heel, Skandasana. You can either stay here or you can take a bind. Release your bind. Roll on to the toes of your back foot. Bring your right forearm down on the mat. Heel toe your left foot towards the other edge of the mat. Extend your left hand towards the sky. Bring your left forearm down, active low lizard, and hold. Back knee is pushing away from the mat. The leg is active. Continue to stay here or bring your right forearm parallel to the short edge. Back knee comes down onto the mat, bend at your knee and try to reach for your foot. Open your left shoulder up towards the sky. Work your left heel towards the glutes. Take a quad stretch. Release your back leg. Come back into your low lizard on your forearm. Back to your Skandasana. Cartwheel your arms. Open up warrior 2 facing the front of the mat. Adjust your stance. Make sure that your feet are on right positioning. Reverse your warrior. You can lift your right heel off the mat for extra fun. Bring your right palm on the inside of your right foot. Extend your left hand towards the sky. Play with extending your left hand alongside your ears. Push through the ball mount of your right leg. Straighten your right leg, come into a triangle, reverse your triangle, back to your warrior 2. Bring your left hand on your waist, shift your weight forward, use a block if needed, a few inches in front of your left foot, float your back leg, half moon. Work towards stacking your hips, squeeze your glutes, engage your core, standing leg is active, release back, warrior 2. Bring your left forearm on the inside of your right foot, right hand extends towards the sky. Stack both your feet, transition into side plank. Keep lifting your hips away from the mat. Keep stacking your both forearms, come down, forearm plank, squeeze your glutes, engage your core. Bring your hips down onto the mat. Bring your chest all the way down, bend your knees, grab on the inside of your ankles. And next out breath, kick into your hands and squeeze your glutes, lift your thighs off the mat. Release back down, palms come on either side of your chest, tuck your toes, push up plank pose, shift your hips back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Lift your heels, bend at your knees, hop to the top of the mat, or you can walk to your palms. Move the block if it's right in front of your face. Fold forward. Come all the way back up to your Tadasana. Bend your right leg, grab hold on the inside of your right foot. Extend your left hand alongside your ears, squeeze your glutes, square your hips to the front of the mat. Continue to stay here if this is good enough. If you want to play with dances, start kicking into your hand, and as you kick into your hand, hinge from your hips, flow into your dancers. Release your right leg back down onto the mat. Catch your breath. Bend your left leg. Grab on the inside of your left foot. Extend your right hand alongside your ears. Squeeze your glutes. Kick into your left hand. Hinge from your hips. Dancers on the other side. Release back to your Tadasana. Close your eyes and take a breath. Bring your feet slightly wider than hip distance. Arms come alongside your ears. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Engage your lower abs. Squeeze your glutes. Sit down into your low squat. Hold your squat for a breath. Release your glutes down onto the mat, and as we roll back, bring your palms to support your lower back. Lift your hips off the mat, stacking them directly over your shoulders, taking a shoulder stand. Squeeze your glutes, point your toes. Bend your knees, bring your knees to your forehead, extend your legs, toes come to touch over your head. Keep working your hips to stack over your shoulders. Knees work away from your face. Push through the heels. Slowly roll onto your back. Open your legs and sit up into a wide-legged fold. You can bring your forearms down. If this is as far as you can go. Point your toes up towards the sky. Keep the back of your neck long. Every exhale, try to bring your chest closer to the mat. Sit all the way back up. Bring your left elbow on the inside of your left knee. Extend your right hand over your ears. Taking a lateral side body stretch. Both your legs are active and both your sit bones are down on the mat. Keep the back of your neck long. Keep growing tall from your torso, and at the same time, every exhale, try to reach for your toe tips. Don't sink your chest. Keep opening the top shoulder towards the sky. Come back to center. Switch sides. Bring your right elbow on the inside of your right knee. Extend your left hand alongside your ears. Both your sit bones are down on the mat. Rotate open your top shoulder towards the sky. Keep growing tall from your torso. Extend your hand towards your toes and work down towards it. Release back to the center. Bring your feet together in front of you. Interlace your hands over your head again. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Fold forward, and if you can, try to thread your feet through your locked arms. Back of your neck is long. Your shoulders are moving away from your ears. Release all the way back up. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a breath. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Sit straight up and take a breather. You can continue to stay here in your butterfly or hinge from your hips and fold forward. Come back up. Roll all the way back onto your mat. Bring your knees to stack directly over your hips and your ankles are in line with your knees. Arms are open out into a T. Drop your knees on the outside of your left hip. Come back to center. Right hip. Come back to center. The whole time make sure that you're keeping your shoulder blades glued onto the mat. Back to center. Knees drop on the outside of your right hip. Come back to center. Bring your foot back down on the mat. We'll take a back bend and end our practice. You can opt to take a bridge. Either way, make sure that your heels are directly underneath your knees. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone. Bring your palms on either side of your ears. Engage your glutes, engage your core. Lift your hips off the mat, and next exhale, push all the way back, push up into your back bend. Keep squeezing your glutes and opening your hips towards the sky. Release back down onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll from side to side. Release all the way down into your Shavasana. Take a few seconds to consolidate your practice. Breathe into your belly, close your eyes. Show gratitude towards your wonderful self. Tell yourself how amazing you are. And whenever you're ready, turn on to one side and come off the mat. I hope you enjoyed that quick practice. Do let me know in the comments below your thoughts, and I'll see you on the mat next week. Until then, have a beautiful time. Thank you.